Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Tara, and this is for Curvy Girl Active. I am so happy that you could join us today. I can't believe it. You can't believe it. We're talking to Leslie Sansone, of all people. This is
Oh,
amazing. You have no idea how big of a fan I am of you. It's scary almost.
oh, Tara, honey, thank you so much. I am loving learning this new way that we can all communicate.
Yes,
It's
I'm a huge fan of the Google Chats because I like to be able to see the people I'm talking to.
and that's why I grab my eyes.
Beautiful, of course.
Thank you.
Mine are
I
taking a slightly crazy look right now.
love, no, you look
Hmm?
beautiful, honey. Tell me, I am
Thank you.
thrilled to hear Curvy Girl Fitness, because you know I am a curvy girl.
Yes, it's actually Brittany Gibbons. If you haven't heard of her, you have to read her. She's all about positive body image, being
Wow,
happy with how you are.
wow.
And Curvy Girl Active is be happy with how you are, but if you want to get a little bit healthier or just hang out with some great women, that's what
Yes,
we are.
curvy. Oh, listen, I am thrilled. What an important message that we have to give everyone, because it really is. I feel bad myself in this industry in some of the ways that my partners feel it's important to reach people in the public. So, and what I mean by that is even my own workouts are so positioned toward a weight loss message. You know, I will tell you, in some ways I compromise in my own business and my work, because I really believe even if we have to satisfy people in business that are just interested in the bottom line, numbers, I can still lead workouts and give the message that to be a healthy world, to be healthy people is the goal. I would never be that passionate if every day I was worried about weight loss. I wouldn't, or so concerned, or so judgmental, because that's what the weight
Yeah,
industry is showing us. We're judging each other by our size. I am so opposed to that, but I understand where I kind of get lumped into that. So I appreciate times like
yeah.
where I can clear those messages up.
And I think you do a great job on that because when we have about 460 members in our group.
Oh,
Yes.
wow! That's
And I love it. I love every single one of those women. Everyone is different. Everyone is at all different fitness levels. But when somebody tells me that they don't think that they can do anything, they're scared to even go into a gym, because that's my biggest pet peeve. You're paying for a gym membership that you don't use. And do not tell me I need to lose a little weight before I go to the gym. It's like, no, that's
oh,
what a gym is there for. Just
a waste
go.
of time,
But
of fear,
I,
of emotion. It's just everything's a drag about it.
it is. And that's why I always tell them, you know what? You think you can't do something, you can. And
Yeah.
then I send them your video and I'm like, just do the 1 mile. You can do it and you're gonna feel so happy when you're done. And I preach the word of Leslie everywhere.
Preach the word. You
I
know,
am. It's like,
I'm
have you heard of
I
I
so
am. Have you heard of her? Here's a video, please.
And listen, I've got to tell you, there's a lot of great programs out there for people to be active. There's a lot of great choices. I love it when I
There
hear
is.
people have shared, because you know the convenience factor really makes a difference too. Not only is it something that you can do in the privacy of your home, you know, but convenient when you're ready. How about we can't get to the class on time, or we can't get to
Yep.
even meeting a friend for a walk sometimes it's not consistent enough. You know, you can do that maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks, but the consistency for your health, 2 or 3 times a week that you can get some good activity, that's what these workouts are for. They really give you a choice.
Yeah.
They just give you a choice.
They do. Also, I don't know if you've ever heard of a Fitbit.
I love Fitbit.
It's all of Fitbit's go-to videos of I need to get my steps today. Pop in a Leslie video, and then you get your little buzz and.
Yeah, good. Have you been wearing Fitbit now? Do you wear it every day?
Yes, I never take it off ever.
Wonderful. There it is. That's a testimony to measurement. It's motivating when we measure what is happening in our life. Again, we don't have to be overdoing it or extreme about it. But me too. I was one of the first. I love pedometer. I love to see how many steps I would get, even just doing, taking my kids somewhere. And then instead of me sitting and watching them, I would walk a little bit or do something else. It reminded me to be active.
That's why I love them, because it's because of my office or my job is sitting down in an office like almost all day, and it shows me that if I don't do anything extra or just taking the dog for a walk when I get home, I have like maybe 2,000 steps for the whole day, and I like the little reminder of like, hey, go take the dog for a walk and get your 10,000 and feel good about it.
Wow. And good you mentioned that, because people sometimes don't even know 2,000 steps over a whole day is very, very, it's almost sedentary. So, but 1,000 sounds like a lot, doesn't it? Do you know in 5 minutes of our walking workouts, you can get 500 steps? So when I think of that, and that boost of circulation, that oxygen to the brain, when you're sitting at the desk, me too. I sit down in the morning and start on my emails, hours. All of a sudden, it's noon. And I think, how did that happen? How was I in this chair? And so it is a wonderful reminder, the Fitbit, that I've got to balance out my day with some activity. Obviously, we've got to concentrate and focus and be at our computers, but we really have become a society. We're on screens. Our bodies aren't moving enough for our health. And Tara, remember, boy, of all the times right now with this current news, Robin Williams passing away and depression, I have to bring this up because our mood is greatly impacted when we are not active people. Even if you're naturally a positive person, an optimistic person, your mood will never be where a healthy emotion without aerobic exercise. And I don't mean running marathons. I mean circulation. That means the body said, I need more oxygen. I'm going to push oxygen around to the muscles. Our big muscle groups have to be in motion to demand that oxygen surge. So that's really what aerobic exercise is. It's with oxygen. And so 5 minutes of walking next to your desk can be the little wee bit of aerobic activity you need to get your brain into that beautiful, healthy state, which does regulate our moods. So again, even
I completely agree.
Don't suffer with that serious thing. We all suffer with sadness, the blues. We have mild depression because we're normal people. That's normal. Now, clinical depression and serious things like what we just saw with poor Robin Williams. Now, again, those are that is clinical, and a doctor needs to be involved, and was. I mean, what we hear, what we hear it. But we have science that proves even 5 minutes of walking can change your whole mood, your whole day, your spirit's lifted, your mind is clearer, you're more creative, you're more confident. 5 minutes of walking.
I completely agree, because I tell everybody, I'll even go to Elle Woods, that endorphins make you happy, and happy people don't kill their husbands. So if you're feeling angry, go for a walk. It really does help.
Let me give you another one beside the husbands. Raising teens.
Oh, yeah. I know. I have a 6-year-old who's turning 13 any day.
Oh, how nice. How precious. And listen, it's a blessing. I'm a mother of 3. The kids, every stage of life with the kids was so much fun. I loved it. But challenging. One of the hardest jobs of our life as a parent. being a parent. So, boy, if you don't take a walk and choose your battles, because the poor kids, you know, and you know, really good for showing the family. That's a wonderful thing for even young people to know when they're feeling, when things are heavy, life feels heavy, and things feel like they're always going wrong. You know, no matter what time of life it is, go get some activity, go blow that off, go run around the neighborhood, get on a bike. You feel in 5 minutes, you feel like you can cope again. You can cope with whatever that is. And it really, you know, of all the things that is truly the miracle medicine for life, it's activity. It's any way you do it.
I agree.
It off, walk it off, ride it off, swim it off. Whatever you like is the right thing to do.
Even family diet, even family group exercises, when it seems like there's a lot of tension in the house. When we go out and we go for a family, me and my husband run, and my daughter follows us on her bike, and everyone is just kind of happy when we're done. Everyone, you know, Elliot is, Mom, you did a good job keeping up. It's like, thanks.
Oh, I love that name. Oh, God bless. And it's that. Boy, our best memories, our best moments, I can say that for my family too, is when we were active, out doing things together. And again, you're right. It's sometimes, you know, even just hanging in the house too long together, little things, you know, just make
people get grouchy.
Yeah, nothing. Boy, that's exactly the word. And it's just nothing. It's really no reason to panic, but you can turn that around in 2 minutes with everybody moving. And you're right. If the weather isn't cooperating, you know, there's plenty of things you can find online that are free on YouTube. Dance, put a song on. The kids love music. We all love music.
They do. Actually, my daughter Elliot loves doing your 3-mile video with me.
That's your daughter. That's beautiful. The name. I just love that. Now that's even more special.
Yeah. When I told her there's a video for kids, I was told I need to get it right now because she loves you so much.
Honey, you make sure. Do you have that? Because
she does.
Okay. Good. Make sure.
Yeah. No, we will be getting it because she's very excited to see other little kids that like it too. So, okay, I have tons of questions that I've been asked to ask you. Otherwise, it'll just be me gushing over you for the next hour or so.
Oh, you are too sweet. Too sweet.
My biggest question was, how do you keep your energy level up so high? And it has been suggested that you have an IV of espresso that goes directly to your blood system.
Yeah, then
I told them I don't think that's possible, but I'll ask.
Oh, Kara, you know, I'd like an IV of espresso because I love coffee. But listen, that's the one thing I stay pretty disciplined about, because I could be someone who does run around with a coffee cup all day. You know, some people are just totally addicted. I'll have a cup in the morning, and then late afternoon, I love my treat. I have another cup, a second cup. I love coffee.
I know. I'm actually waiting to have mine, otherwise I would talk even faster. So I figured
first, I'll get my second today. But you know, how precious is that? You know, listen, energy begets energy. What people don't realize is sitting too much is the thing that makes you so tired. Not being conditioned makes you tired. So, and even though people go, oh boy, if I do that, you know, I won't have energy. If I exercise, I won't have energy for other things. What? You'll have more energy. So energy brings in a little bit of movement. The problem with what happened in the, you know, fitness industry, or, you know, how we're measuring activity, is this extreme idea. Everybody thinks, if I don't do it for an hour, how does it benefit me? That's the worst advice. That's the worst information. Minutes and minutes and minutes all add up. So a couple of minutes of walking, then a couple of minutes of maybe some strength training, a couple of minutes of playing out in the yard, throw the ball to the dog. That moves muscle. That's it. That's activity that the body needs. So when we know everything counts, Everything brings back a benefit. Never say, oh, 5 minutes won't help me in any way. We have science that shows 5 minutes can absolutely impact your blood pressure immediately. And high blood pressure is rampant. It's one of our biggest markers for disease. So again, I just say, I just feel better. I just feel better.
I agree, because actually a lot of these high intensity workouts, because I wear a heart rate monitor just because I like the numbers of the calorie burn, and just I like the information. But I've done the was it the 5 mile boosted walking, and it was like one of those
You're strong.
like high intensity things. And honestly, the calorie burn, I got a higher calorie burn from your boosted walking than I did doing one of those crazy ones. I think it was because my heart rate stayed in the fat burning section more than the high level fitness area. So to me, it was worth doing the boosted walking than the one where I felt like I was killing myself.
Yeah, and listen, if you don't enjoy it, if it becomes something like I don't look forward to that, you're just not.
You don't want to do it.
No.
Yeah.
You know, and again, think of no rules. There's no rules. If you're home with DVD workouts or downloads or online workouts, 5 minutes, tomorrow pick it up where you left off, do another 5 minutes, then do 10 minutes. You know, listen, most of the time, if you've done 5 minutes, you are going to commit to 10 and 15 and 20, which gives you that big chunk of fitness. So a 20-minute workout, consistent workout, is fat burning, it is heart healthy, it's mood enhancing, it's muscle impacting, bone health. Think of everything we would love from our workouts. Only 20 minutes gives you that. So, you know, and again, once you get moving, you start to feel better, you go, oh no, I'll do 5 more minutes, you know. So it is very important that we remind ourselves that being active will only bring you more energy so that you are a healthier person. It is not something that is going to take away.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of our focus in the group we call NSVs, they're non-scale victories. Instead of like, I really want to weigh this much. A lot of people now are going to, I want to be healthy for my children. I want to run after my kid and not be tired. I want to actually get up and want to play with my kid and play tag or hide and seek and not feel like, ugh, I'm so tired. I don't want to do this. That's
the world I dream of. That we are
and I love it.
Our size, our weight, jumping on scales. We're measuring our joy. You're measuring your joy.
Yeah.
And today I feel so good. I can't wait to take the kids here. After work, I'm going to have the energy for that. Let that phone ring.
Yeah, no, it's completely different. Like, I remember a couple years ago, I would take my daughter to the playground and I would just sit there and watch her play. But now, honestly, I am running on the jungle gym thing after her and sliding down the slides. And she even I like hearing that I am her favorite person to play with. Because I'll play all the silly games that she wants to.
Honey, take it from a mother. For 30 years I've been a mother. It is the best times of life. When we are out laughing and smiling with the kids. I'm surprised. Listen, I know there's some times with parents that, you know, maybe you can't participate. There's a reason or whatever. But listen, you've got to try. What you can do. Don't make excuses. Okay, if you can't go on the monkey bars, but if you can take a walk around the park or some other way, be active. They remember it. They bond with you better. There's just a better relationship overall when the kids see you.
There is.
Oh my gosh, all the way.
And it's such a good example for them that, you know, hey, instead of watching cartoons all day, let's go run around in the backyard in sprinklers or something.
And not feeling guilty. A little bit of cartoons is good. I mean, I love cartoons. I love watching the cartoons with the kids. but it's everything in balance. When the kids see a little bit of this, no one should feel guilty about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's it. That's what makes up our lives.
Mm-hmm. And I love watching Elliot do the workouts with me and her little yoga. It's adorable.
Could you see that?
With her little mat.
Oh, you've got to send me some tape on that. That's too precious. Oh, I love that, honey.
Okay, so next question is, one of the girls wanted to know, why did you begin the walking inside? Like, what was it, just to get people going, or?
Boy, that's a good question. You know, I owned a health club for 20-some years. I wasn't actually thinking, I have to tell you the truth, of people exercising at home. I wasn't thinking about being on videos or doing DVDs. We had my club was near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm driving to work. I'm a new business owner, and I'm excited about having my classes, and my aerobic classes were filled, and we were thrilled that things were going along well. I was watching people walk as I was driving to work, and it was November. And I'm thinking, wow, what are they going to do when the snow hits and everything hits? Just that day, I went to my center, I got my girls, and I said, hey, we've got to do something for the walkers. But, you know, we only have a few treadmills. You know, what would we do if we put people in a group and we had them walking? And it was just that second. We said, walk aerobics. We're going to do walk aerobics. Aerobic classes are filled, but there's a lot of people who want walking. They don't want to do the high intensity or the dance. Things are a little complicated for people. We've got to try some walk aerobics. It was that class that I started at my fitness center. And what's so special about this is a woman in my class, after these classes built up, we had so many a week, they were so popular. This is almost 30 years ago. A woman in my class said, Leslie, can I film the class? I'm going on vacation. I said, Gee,
it's like, I need to take you with me.
Guess what's so funny about this? Think of 30 years ago. Who had a movie camera 30 years ago? We didn't have phones. Yeah. It was like this wealthy thing. You know, we're like, wow, she has a camera. She can film people. But, you know, then I said, wait a minute. I have a friend. He films weddings. I'll invite him to film the class so you can have it. Everybody in the class wanted that film, so it was a VHS. That was it. That was the day I said, what? We have to help people at home then. If this workout is something people really love, then we're happy to help Jean go on vacation and keep her workout. We can help a whole lot of other people. And that was it. That I was contracted by a company to make these DVD, or the VHS went into Kmart right next to Jane Fonda's workout. When Jane Fonda released her first workout, Walk Aerobics was on the shelf right next to it at Kmart. Wow. Can you imagine me walking into Kmart and saying, oh my God.
I'm next to Jane.
I went, what? Is this happening?
I know.
I was so thrilled, and what a joy it's been these years of just knowing that walking really is a fitness walking, especially fitness walking, is something that we really just all of our lives. It will benefit us. There's never a time when a fitness walk won't be part of a healthy choice for people. So I just feel so blessed that I get to be the walking coach.
I love it. I love that that's how it started, because to me that's how I introduce people to you, is the people who don't think they can, or they're scared to start, and it's like, here, take this home and just close the blinds, be by yourself. Yeah. You won't regret it.
And it was in that spirit, honey, of saying all walks of life, all sizes. That's what I love more tn anything, because it is intimidating. And being a health club owner, I saw firsthand people who would know I would never walk through those doors alone. I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, I'm intimidated. And how we had more people come through our doors because of that word walk, that I cherish that now. And I love that, again, we are the ones who get to spread this good news, that walking's for everybody. It's one of the healthiest choices you'll ever make in your life. But I also love that it was a starting point for people to go out into the world and drop all that feeling of I'm intimidated. People walk in health clubs now because they started our DVDs. They're spinning instructors. They're group exercise leaders. We have a walk leader program now, so they're certified walk leaders. People teach these classes all over the country. They're called Walk Live. So if anybody wants to learn about that, walkleader.com. I hope you don't mind I gave that plug. But what is happening is, we are really making a difference in not only all communities, but underserved communities where where the health clubs won't go there. People won't offer classes there. We've got beautiful walk leaders in the church halls and recreation centers in communities that really need it. So we've got a big story in our walk leader program.
No, I plan on looking that up as soon as possible, because I would love to be able to do something like that. Just go to a park, bunch of women. Because our group is mostly women oriented, but I would love to be able to do that and say, here, I'm going to be at this park, I'm going to be doing this, come join me.
Curvy Girl Active would be the perfect message to be leading the workouts. That's exactly right. We have a walk concert coming up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's called Walk Concert because it is done to all the hit music. Every artist you love, all the music you love. It's like a concert, but it's our walking workout. So we do 3 miles. We're on a stage. Everybody's spread out around. We give them boosters. It becomes such a fun fitness event. And we've been hosting these walk concerts now for the past 5 years, and it really brings awareness to our walk leader program, which really is it's a healthy communities program. It's not a profit. It's not a for-profit company. It's about getting healthy choices back into our communities, so people don't. Gee, if I'm not at the CrossFit class, some of these extreme classes, which I still say, listen, I love everybody that's helping others be active. I love every level of fitness. I want us all to be allies. But I don't think there's enough choices. I think too many choices are all extreme exercise.
I agree. A lot of the classes the most popular ones are these very intense, kick your butt. And Zumba is, a little bit more dialed back, but some of us don't have that dance rhythm. My ankles click together and I can't keep up, and then I just stop and I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. And I just do the white girl shuffle, and that's it.
I love it, honey. I do it too. Do you know my first class? My daughter made me laugh so hard that we had to leave the class. We were distracting the class because everybody did the merengue. When everybody was turning, I was the only one who didn't turn. I was caught like...
That's me. Like, how do your feet move that way? Mine don't do that.
I love a little bit of Zumba, but not a whole lot. I like a little bit.
Well, see, that's when I kept trying to find these like lower impact things, and I was like, I can't do this stuff. I can't dance. And then that's when I stumbled on your video, and I'm like, I can do this. Yeah. These are my people.
Sarah, don't you feel that, what I love about, in our live classes, we really do it, is because we use music that's paced. I speed it. I make sure that it's paced at a pace that's fast enough to get the heart rate up and make sure we're moving aerobically. So when we take, hit songs that are on the radio and we speed them to 140, 150 beats a minute, so we know we're walking fast, speed walking, when you are on that beat, you feel like you're dancing, but you don't have, it's not that heavy choreograph. That's what I do love about it, that you get that rhythm of the music, you're on that walk beat, and you'll hear me. I try to help. This is the point of it, is the music guides me to be sure that I'm moving participants fast enough so that we get benefit of fitness. So you'll hear me say, come on, get the beat, and we walk to the beat. Again, it's kind of the most basic form of dancing in the world.
No, I agree, because I'm trained. Before you even say it, and you're like, here the music's changing. I'm like, I know, I'm going.
Thank you so much. I can't believe it. I'm so thrilled to know you now. I love it.
This is a highlight of my life right now. You have no idea. Okay, another question was, are you still friends with Wendy Ida?
Oh my gosh. Hey, Wendy from our cast? Wendy?
Yes, that's
in our Walk Away the Pounds workouts. That Wendy. Do you know I have not? I tell you, I hope we get to hear from her. I haven't kept track of her. Do we know? Is she somewhere, like, is she gonna come into my room now, or what? Do you have a surprise for me?
No, I wish I could do that though.
Hi, Wendy. Oh, honey, I wish. Do you know it's hard? That we've had so many phenomenal people as cast, as walkers, in our DVDs. And listen, a lot of them are real people. Listen, people who have a story, or they just wrote to us and said, I want to be in a DVD. Believe me, we have our producers, they go back after them. We have real testimony, real people that just became super fans, and they end up in the workouts. But somebody like a Wendy was actually, listen, that was a professional fitness person. She was as fit as you can be. So if Wendy hears us, honey, call me. I love you.
There was lots of how's Randy?
Oh, Randy. Yeah, there you go.
I believe that's one of those.
Randy was a former Ice Follies dancer. Now, you're way too young to know what is Ice Follies. I still don't even remember what Ice Follies is. But what a background this beautiful man had, and how he was so precious in coming to join us to be one of our walkers and help us see that, show that men, really get benefit from our program. He was one of our first male walkers. So believe me, I have a beautiful place in my heart for him. But I'll tell you, I haven't heard from him in a while as well. I hope his health is good. And, at the time he was 70. Well, Elton was 70. He was close to 70. I will tell you, it was Elton who was 70 during those workouts. And Randy was close. He was close. So, and that was, almost 20 years that we filmed, 18 or 20 years. So, boy, I pray he has good health. And Elton and Randy, call me.
That's right. Call her. A lot of people were wondering about the modern music, but I already sent them links to the store saying, how did you not know they were already there? She already did this stuff.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Oh. One of our funny questions was, someone wanted to know your exit plan. Were you passing the empire to your daughter Marie, who's been featured in some videos?
Oh, I could just cry over that. My exit plan. You're so right. I've had enough miles. Haven't I just put in enough miles?
Well, actually, when I read it, I immediately wrote, she can't stop. I don't even know if I want to ask this and put it in her head.
Now, listen, Tara, I'm 53. There's got to be a point when I say I did enough miles. And, honey, I'm proud to say that. But you know what? The beauty of walking and the science of walking that proves this is something we do for a lifetime. I'm living proof now. I used to... when I was in my 20s doing this program, I was thinking, I love helping the women over 40. Well, what? In a snap, I was over 40. It was like a snap, my life. And it is a blessing now that I'm my own testimony. This is the workout that is the best one for me. I would never be without it. Would there be a day I'd say, oh my gosh, I don't want to lead it anymore on camera? I've had that day happen a million times when I look back and go, ooh, who would let me wear that? Who would do that to me? But you know, I'm as normal as everybody. You see your image back and you go, ooh. But you know the truth? I love the workout. I ignore my voice, what I sound like, what I look like, all the years, and I say, I really still love this workout. I don't ever want to stop leading it. I don't want to ever stop participating in it. And Tara, will you put a message to my daughter, Maria Elena, that she must jump in her walking shoes and lead some miles?
We need her.
She does. I will tell you, she does, my little sweetie. And guess what? I hate to tell you, I force her. She'll tell you. She'll go, Mom, hey, listen, Marie is a certified Zumba leader. She's a certified walk leader as well. She loves Zumba too. She loves to dance. She has been in my workouts. She's supported me. I have 2 boys and a girl, and all of them really. I'm so proud of my kids. They have all been so precious in appreciating what their mother does. They still say, what do you do?
They have.
What did you do, Mom?
What do you do?
Say that. Yeah, what is it? What are you doing? You tell me you're working. Doesn't look like work. Yeah, but what a sweet question that people who even follow that and know my sweet daughter. She is precious too, and is she funny? Oh my goodness.
Hey, she's in one of my very, very favorite ones to do because I do that boosted regularly. That's one of my favorites. When you do a video so much, and even though you know the joke is coming, and you still laugh, even though you haven't even said it yet, but I know it's coming, so I just start laughing. And like you said, there's nothing better than doing a program that you enjoy doing, that you have fun when you're doing it. Right. And I've had so many people tell me that are like, well, I do higher, more intense workouts. I'm like, whatever, just do this with me. And they're like 10 minutes in, and they're like, I cannot believe how much I'm sweating. And I'm like, yes, see, I told you.
Sneaky fitness, sneaky. And it is. I think, again, if we can get people past the warm-up, that first 5 minutes, we'll get them hooked. And they'll find the benefits. Tara, what's important is cross-training, and that is just the variety. Don't even worry what, everybody defines cross-training in a lot of different ways, actually. It's just variety. One day you need maybe an advanced walk. One day you need restorative, gentle walks. One day you should be out playing Frisbee with the dog. That is good for you. That's activity that brings back rewards. It does, health rewards. One day go to a Zumba class. That really is the joy of being an active person, is things will not get so monotonous, over and over the same things. And I think this is why we've even lasted so long in the, producing the DVDs and the workouts, is that everyone is different. Even though it's walking based, there's a lot of things that are very familiar to you, but hopefully we've brought new things, new fitness ideas, new whatever is really hot in even the health clubs. I've tried to introduce it in basic ways into the workout so they feel fresh and different, use different muscles. But again, it's that variety. All the ways you feel happy being active, that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, and you are right. Your videos are sneaky, because I thought I was like already pretty good fitness level, and then I did one of those, I think it was a 2 mile, and I was like, oh, that was pretty good. And then like later I sat down and stood up, and I was like, oh, legs are hurting. Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, honey, that's the best thing I could hear, because it should be that it challenges us. It shouldn't be that it's so passive. It really doesn't, I love, again, gentle workouts, but really the truth is, personally, I like to build up that sweat and build up a good circulation. You've worked out. And the days I want a calm and gentle, maybe a 1 mile just to give me a little metabolism boost, I just feel good moving. And then those days I go 3 miles, 4 miles. Wow, you feel strong. And it does. After a couple of weeks, if you haven't exercised in a long time, and then you start some consistent routine, so 3 or 4 times a week, maybe you take these advanced or stronger walks, you cannot believe how fast your body responds. You feel stronger, more energetic. You can see things kind of changing. Muscle comes around quick, actually. And
it does
feel better at the end of the day. There's something about it where you say, gee, I have more energy after dinner. I don't feel grouchy because I was just, so many reasons why we're cranky at the end of the day is because we're achy and tired and we're deconditioned. When you're conditioned, you don't feel like that. You don't, and I don't mean marathon.
It is completely. There was times, I remember a while ago when I'd come home from work and just sit on the couch and just like fall asleep. But now get home and I still have a lot of energy, and I never used to have that before.
That's awesome.
So
Isn't
it is. It's an amazing, and it's not even going all hard out and working out like 7 days a week. It's just every other day, getting 20 minutes, 30 minutes in, and it's just, it can change your whole life.
Ooh,
your attitude, just the people around you can see like how happier you are, more energetic, just more positive person. And believe me, my husband appreciates the less snarky Tara. So
the less snarky Tara. Oh, listen, you're a wonderful motivator. Do not stop motivating others, Tara. We need people like you. We need a lot of people like you. We need you to keep going. And the messages are so important that we can be a healthier, happier public people. And your age group, it's important. You're a young mom. You can reach so many people that I can't. We identify with people kind of in our generations and stuff. Your generation needs it, honey. Reminding people to just take better care of themselves, because that's really all it is. Take good care of yourself.
I agree. Okay, well, I think I have taken up enough of your time. Otherwise, I could probably do this all day.
And I could talk all day too. I wish I had more time as well. I thank you so much. These are fun Google chats. We're going to do more.
Thank you so much. Yes, we are. And I am going to look up into that, the walking, and I will be sending a letter. I want to be in a video.
That's right. Tara, we're going to your contact. Don't worry. I'll make sure my people get to your people.
Don't worry, I don't have to. But thank you so much for taking time out of your day and answering our questions and just being you and doing everything you do for people, and we appreciate it so much.
Tara, thank you, doll. Keep walking the walk, honey. I'll see you soon.
I will.
Kiss the baby. Kiss that baby. She's not a
I will. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
And everyone at Curricular Active, have a nice day.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.